Welcome again to another episode of the Seamless Villains Podcast, your favorite podcaster's podcast. I'm your host, AJ. We've got Eman, we've got Luke, and we've got Red on the show tonight. How is everyone? Thursday, it's getting hot out there, but trying to stay a little cool, I guess, right?
I'm not that hot over here. 88 degrees. It got kind of warm here. Red, how hot was it over there in the valley?
107 degrees.
That's a little warm.
With 40% humidity.
It was like
Sweaty Ball
earthquake
City.
Oh, we lost Luke for a little bit.
What happened to Mr. Weeks? Yeah.
I don't know. We lost him. He'll join up, I guess.
See, we started talking about the weather, and he was just like, I'm out.
He pressed the goddamn button.
There he is.
Hey, sorry about that.
It's all good, man. It's all
Press
good.
the goddamn button.
Luke, how hot was it up there in Portland?
Oh, 80s.
Oh,
80s.
So terrible. Terrible.
Low 80s?
Terrible. Oh, poor guy. You must have been suffering up there, Luke.
This is what we live for. It's like the summers in Portland are like God status.
I mean, it's like summer in the Bay Area, right? It's a great...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like spring. It's like spring in the Bay Area.
Yeah. I don't know, man. 88's still pretty hot for me.
No, it's pretty hot. It was pretty hot today. I think it got up to like 92. Honestly, it got to like 92 degrees here in Oakland. So it was pretty warm. I was like in the garage all day. So the studio here is not inside the house. It's inside a garage. And it was hot all day. So I actually ended up disconnecting from my whole setup here and worked inside the house today. And since we have all the it's 2 stories, so I worked downstairs, so it was a little bit cooler. So I was able to, and it was kind of slow, so I was able to catch up and finish Demon Slayer while I was.
Oh wow! Okay.
So I finished Demon Slayer while it was cooler in the house, and then got it later on into the afternoon. I ended up dipping out right after work to grab me a beer and some chicken wings at a local joint that I like to go to.
Chicken wings.
Let me ask you: with Demon Slayer, did you start to like it towards the end, or are you still kind of iffy on it?
I finished Demon Slayer.
Okay, so you're not a fan. You're not a fan.
I get the appeal, but what annoyed me was towards the end, it was like he went back into training again. I'm like, God damn it, dude. How many times does this kid have to go back into training? So
he hasn't mastered everything yet.
I know he hasn't mastered everything yet, but it like I liked it when he got into his first adventure with his sister out in the little village. I thought that was cool. Like it went like this for me throughout the season. Like some things I cared about, some things I'm like, I get the appeal, but I'm like, it just doesn't feel new. It didn't feel like something new and exciting. Like to me, My Hero Academia is way more exciting than Demon Slayer. I will be crucified for saying that right now, but I feel like My Hero just has a lot more oomph than Demon Slayer. But again, I'm not an avid anime viewer. I'm more casual, so take that for what it is. Don't hate me, everyone out there. Please don't hate me. I tried. At least I tried watching. I'm going to watch the movie when I'm able to. Don't get me wrong. I have enough of the lore of Demon Slayer to now jump into the movie, which from my relatives and from people that I know, they're like, yeah, that movie, it was a tearjerker apparently. So I'm in it. Let's see what happens. I'm down to watch the movie when I'm able to watch the movie.
Okay. Now, have you been caught up with My Hero?
No, because I was watching Demon Slayer. What are you doing?
Who freaking who?
However, I will share this. I never watched any of the Harry Potter movies from beginning to end, and actually just tried to pay attention. Like it was on. It was on, and I kind of like caught the gist of it. So I'm like, all right. So Mimi absolutely loves Harry Potter. So we started doing this thing where I'm watching one Harry Potter movie a night, right? And we got up to, I think, Goblet of Fire was what we were watching last night.
What does this have to do with My Hero? Or did you just like change the subject on us.
You went off
What I'm
tangent.
saying, what I'm saying is, I'm watching other things at the moment, and one of them happened to be something super nerdy in Harry Potter. So I tangent.
I haven't watched any Harry Potter, and I probably will never. So
I don't.
You just
I get
disappointed
the
Luke.
again, but what I'm saying is, just like Demon Slayer, I get the appeal of why people like some of these shows. They're just not grabbing my attention like other shows. And I don't know if I'm just too old or my attention span has not changed over the years, but I just a Demon Slayer just sigh.
I as far as like Harry Potter, there's no way I'm gonna sit through 9 movies. That's like way too many. That's a lot of movies.
It is, but it's
well,
also
I mean,
a lot of entertainment, you know.
Not straight. I mean, that's a big commitment. Maybe if I would have started early on to watch the first one, then I'd have to commit to watching all of them. But
well, yeah, I was gonna say because they've been spread out. It's just like matter of fact, these Harry Potter has 8 or 9 movies, but a lot of anime has 8 or 9 seasons, and they're technically a whole lot longer to watch than 9 Harry Potter movies. So it's the content, right? It's got to grab your attention.
But the thing is, like, let's for example, Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah,
that's been Dragon Ball in general. It's been going on forever. All I know is I find out what are the best sequences, and I just watch those.
Okay.
Like I know the gist of the story, and then I find out, okay, this storyline is where you need to watch these episodes, and then I'm like, okay.
That's not my dog barking.
Yeah, that's mine, by the way. Hold on. Let me go take care of it.
You gonna take him out?
Luke, how you been, man?
I saw Fantastic Four #1 today, and that was very exciting.
Oh wait, the not the 80s one, right?
No, like the legit, like only like the very first 10-cent Marvel comic.
Oh, you're talking about the comic. I thought I thought we were still in movies.
Not the Jessica Alba. Fantastic Four.
Oh God, no.
So you saw the Fantastic Four 1 comic, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you hold it? Did you hold the Grail?
It was very expensive, and the guy said I could do a payment plan, but it was a little too much for even a payment plan.
Did it cost an arm and a leg and a mortgage?
It cost more than the down payment on my first house.
Well, all right.
Hey, we have a couple of people in the chat, you guys. We have a couple of people here hanging out with us tonight. Andrew Louie. We have our boy Andrew Louie.
What's up, Andrew?
What's up, Andrew?
Andrew, what kind of underwear you wearing?
What kind of underwear are you wearing? I was going to type it out for him, you know. And then we have our friend Raul Garcia who's hanging out with us tonight. What's up, Raul? He's asking.
What's up, Raul?
AJ, hey, he's asking, anyone ever watched Inuyasha? Because it's a great anime.
I have not. I mean, I've seen parts of it, but I haven't really watched all of it, to tell you the truth.
I just want to see Kogami naked.
Who?
Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
So you asked what kind of underwear? Red, he's responding right there. He's rocking the thong.
The thong, my favorite.
Thong.
My favorite.
Thong.
Where's 5G and then the wolf guy?
Lone Wolf? You forgot to invite White Kanye again, dude.
Oh, I haven't seen him on the IGs lately, so I don't know if he's probably doing his White Kanye thing. So
all right, just check up on him, check up on your boy, see if he's okay. But yeah, make sure he's wearing underwear too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You guys been watching any of the basketballs or no? I know Eman has not.
Sports ball talk. Let's get into some sports ball.
I don't know. I have no horse in this race.
Yeah,
but I do want to see Chris Paul win one. So that's the team I'm shooting for to go to the finals.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to see Chris Paul. I wouldn't mind if the Clippers win it. Actually, I wouldn't mind any team other than the Nets. I mean, if any other team wins it, I'm cool. But
yeah,
I just
Durant doesn't need another one.
Yeah, and they lost tonight. So
yeah, they did. Yeah, I was just watching the game, but
not at 15-point loss. That was not a close. So it really is making the Suns look good.
It should have been. It should have been series over today, but Milwaukee blew it last game. I mean, yeah. I don't know if Giannis is the man, dude. Like he's great athletically, but he's got to work on his jump shot and his free throw during the offseason.
Yeah. Well, he should have done that last year.
Well, yeah. I mean, 2-time MVP. He's been in the league for like what? Is it 5 seasons now? 5 or 6, I think.
Something like that. And if you're getting paid millions of dollars, you shouldn't be missing free throws. That's just my take, man. It's like your short game in golf, where you have to hit it to the tee.
Yeah,
you have to get it at least 90% of the time. If you're just standing still,
75%.
There's no pressure there.
75.
Yeah,
you should be hitting those shots. You should be hitting those tees.
To be fair, it seems as though like the bigger your hands are, the harder it is to like I guess have control during a free throw or something. I don't know.
Dude, you could whack off with your one big hand. You could aim for a fucking basket.
All right.
Did I just chase Luke off the air?
What? What, Red? Why? Why,
That just
Red?
came to mind. You shouldn't be missing free throws, though. You shouldn't be missing free throws.
What did that? So,
Do we need another White Claw?
so
Yeah, I had to recharge.
AJ, get a hold of your show.
Yeah, let's move on to tonight's topics, okay? We all watched. Wait, bro, why does no one ever use the backboard when shooting free throws?
You gotta show the question, man.
Exactly.
We have that technology using StreamYard.
That's right.
You have that square. You aim for the square in the backboard and just bank it.
Yeah.
Bank it. The banks are always open on Sundays if you just aim for it.
Banks are never open on Sunday, though. That's the
Banks
thing.
are always open on Sundays when you aim for it. AJ, jump with it.
Shoot
Get with
the
it, man.
basket.
Get with it. Get with it. I see what Red was saying there.
Thank you. Thank you, non-sports nerd. Thank you. Banks are always open on Sunday.
Sports ball talk. Yay. Go for the home run, basketball players.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Practice. You know those games at Dave and Buster's where you're gonna shoot your shot like whatever 60 seconds you got, and you're aiming for that square every time, and no matter how far it is, you're gonna bank your shot. Right. That's what the guys at NBA should be doing, and there is no pressure.
Seriously.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on to some geek comic talk. We are going to do a little breakdown review of Loki episode 2. We're just going to throw it out there. There's going to be spoilers, and we're going to probably do this going forward for the next few weeks until the show wraps up. We'll probably do a segment on the series per episode. So little forewarning. We are going to talk spoilers.
Right there. Bam.
Few spoilers.
Boom. All right.
Right there.
We have a first appearance.
Episode 2 of Loki spoilers. Just so that way, we don't have to watch what we say, because I know AJ likes to spoil everything, right?
I mean, if we got to forewarn them, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Eman, what are your thoughts on episode 2? And do you have any breakdown on the scenes or anything like that?
Well, starting from the very, very beginning, I liked how Loki was in the office. He was literally in the office. He was training with Miss Minutes. It was very comedic. The very first scene where you see the God of Mischief, the guy who's supposed to be the king of the Jotunheim, stuck doing a desk job. Like, that was hilarious to me. I really found that super, super funny. I giggled, I chuckled,
Wearing khaki.
Yeah. He wasn't in fine Asgardian leather. He was in khakis. And he was still wearing the variant jacket,
I need that jacket. I need
Yes, that variant jacket is going to be top seller. I want one too. I want a variant jacket myself.
That cosplay is gonna be the cosplay this year.
There's gonna be so many, especially twins. I bet you once the cons open up and then they're starting to open up, I have to see twins at the cons. One dressed up normally, one dressed up almost exactly the same, but wearing the variant jacket. Like that has to happen. You know, that's for the fans of the show.
What do you mean by twins, though? What twins?
They have Loki variant and then Loki in regular leather.
Yeah, like you have the original and then you have the variant, right? You know?
And Hulk Loki was my favorite.
Yes.
Oh yeah, when they were doing the holograms too.
Is that what it was? It was a Hulk Loki? I just thought it was a beefed up Loki. I didn't realize it was a Hulk.
I was thinking Hulk Loki also. I was totally thinking Hulk Loki.
But most likely that's gonna be a play on What If series, Dan. What?
Yeah,
Is there a What If book on Loki and Hulk?
No.
I don't think so.
But
What's up, David Chen?
Loki.
Overall, I thought the episode was good. I like how they answered what was going on. I'm glad that we didn't have to go 3-4 episodes before we find out, you know, at least what's happening. You know, we don't need to know why it's happening, but I need to know what's happening. And they cut right to it. You know, we have Mobius say, "Hey, look, we have another one. You got the Renaissance Fair. You get C120," which throughout the episode, I don't know if any one of you did. I'm hoping Red at least did, but with them chasing the one agent her name was C120 or C20. To me, I had like
C137 Rick and Morty.
I was totally thinking Rick and Morty throughout the episode. I could not think Rick and Morty during this episode. I just like how I had a lot of feelings from other pop culture shows that were brought into this episode. I had a good time with this episode. I really did.
All right, cool.
Love it.
Red, your thoughts?
Yeah, gonna carry off of that. I mean, they were going through portals as a Rick and Morty. There's multiple Lokis, like multiple Ricks. You know, I guess the Loki that we have right now is the Lokiest Loki of them all. Like,
no, I don't think he's the Lokiest Loki of them all. He couldn't be. He's not the Lokiest Loki. You know, the Lokiest Loki is the one that's not the variant. That's what I'm thinking.
No, because you got the Rickiest Rick of them all is the main character of Rick and Morty. If you got the Lokiest Loki, it has to be that main character with the khakis on.
But this Loki is the Loki of this show. He is not he is a variant. He's one of the many Ricks in the Rick world. No, he's not the Lokiest Loki.
Oh, this is a variant. Yeah, he's not the actual
all right,
Loki.
he's a variant. Okay. All right. Well, plus going through the Renaissance Fair, I thought I saw what's her face, the Agatha Harkness, but then I rewinded and it's not her. It looked like her though.
That would be crazy if they did that little spoiler, but
yeah,
a nice little nod.
Really cool.
I mean, it would have made sense, right, to see Agatha at the Renaissance Fair in 1985.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is what I'm wondering. Let's go ahead and bring this up real fast. So within the show, right? It's said that Loki is hiding in events that were of chaos and
apocalyptic.
What happened in Oshkosh in 1985? Do you guys know? Because if there's no apocalyptic event hiding in 1985, what was Loki doing there? That's the one thing that confused me.
No, she was pulling him out. She was baiting the TVA.
Okay.
She hides in the apocalyptic, so they can't find her or hit Loki. Spoiler alert! But she was.
Oh, it's still there. It's still there.
Yeah, she would go into these other and to bait.
To bait them. That makes sense. Okay,
that makes sense. To get the reset, to get the time reset bomb.
Yeah, because she can't. What do you call it? Branch off another time. If she's in the apocalyptic timeline, right? So she would have to go to a different time and then cause some trouble in order for them to get their attention, and then that's when they go.
Yeah. And who was freaked out by that 2050 apocalyptic event? I was like, oh,
yeah, it was kind of crazy.
That was creepy.
It's okay. It's only Alabama.
But But here's the thing: it seemed very, and that's the cool thing about that is that it seems very real because it is Alabama. They are in the way of like Hurricane Alley. They can get hit by major hurricane storms. So seeing that.
Yeah, but there's no rock smart or whatever it was though.
That's future. We don't know what's going to happen in 10, 15 years.
That's their Walmart.
That's their Walmart. Yeah. But it seemed very real. Having that because I mean, look at what happened with Katrina, right? Katrina hit and it demolished New Orleans. I mean, who's to say that this other hurricane won't completely demolish the little city that was in Alabama?
Yeah.
So it made sense to be in that area. That's a very apocalyptic area right there for the Loki to hide in. So
we need another Kanye saying George Bush does not care about black people.
Luke, what were your thoughts on the show, man?
I'm not done yet.
This episode, it was the beginning was a little boring. It was a little slow, but it definitely picked up. With the Ren Fair, that was hilarious. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I wish they would have stayed a little longer, actually.
At the fair?
It was so funny.
Well, Eman and his lady are Renaissance fairgoers, correct?
I love it. I'm ready.
Your lady is a beer wench.
She totally loves going to the Ren Fair. So like Ren Fair scenes now to me, I'm like, okay, it hits a little bit closer to home now just
Ren
because
fairs.
of Mimi.
I'm all about it.
Right.
They are fun. I've never had meat until I've gone to a Ren Fair, and now it's like, oh, dude, that stuff's delicious. I like it. So yeah, Ren Fairs are fun.
I just want to show up in a Star Trek outfit and then like do the same thing they did on Big Bang.
There's always one or two track geese. Every Ren Fair, there's
which
one or
Big
two track
Bang
geese.
is AJ's favorite nerdy show, isn't it, AJ?
No, I am not a fan of Big Bang Theory.
They have their tricorders out monitoring the ancient
There's
people.
no signs of intelligent life here.
It's always funny. No, but we had a very big book also pop this week. It's only 2 days old with it. So if you find this, you guys, I found this today. They're still out there. I spent a day out. I love spending, once a month I go out to all 13 shops within a 20-mile radius of me. I do what's called the loop. I spend about 8 hours. I do the full loop, 13 shops.
The loop.
Wow.
Yeah,
The loop.
There's 13 comic shops within 20 miles of me, if that says anything. And look what I found. Boop, 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 boop,
Hey!
Door number 5. This is the first appearance of the Lady Loki.
Oh, how much did you get that for?
Panties on the dog.
Good. I'll just say the price is shown on the book. So if you guys could find that book, find it, or pick it up. Anything under, I would even say $100, pick it up. If you see this book for under $100, I would not hesitate. I think that character is going to be prominent.
Was it Thor number 5, first female Loki?
Thor number 5, 2008 series. 2008. Remember that. So this is the J. Scott Campbell cover. But this is the variant. There's another cover as well, but the variant is the hot one right now.
All right. Now, is there some debate that, I'm hearing a couple things about this. First off, there's debate about the actual first appearance in the comics, and then that the one that the actress that we saw at the end of the episode, that's not Lady Thor or Lady Loki.
I'm hearing blonde hair in the comics. She has black hair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the difference between shape shifting and hair color, and yeah.
Well,
and she says she's not Loki. She's like, I'm not Loki.
Yeah.
She says it.
Well, they went through this whole explanation of like what astral projection and whatever thing they were talking about, or
that confused the hell out of me.
Yeah, and it could end up not even being a female. It could just be it could just be a projection. It could be, but Loki followed her through the portal. Yeah, which I did not think he would have done. I thought if I would have had a $20 bill, I would have said, not followed. And
No.
he followed.
No, he totally. I knew he was gonna follow. He's too curious, and he wants to know everything. He's not gonna leave any stone unturned.
Because
He was
he's the
totally gonna
Lokiest
follow
Loki
her.
of them all.
He's not. I'm telling you, he's not Lokiest Loki. He's not. I don't know.
It was good. I give it a 7. I give it a 7.7.
Oh, okay.
Did
anyone
on the GPA scale?
Yeah, on the rating scale, 1 to 10.
CGC.
On a comic grading scale, we'll do the comic grading scale at the end. Did anyone? I don't know if this is any sort of mutant like drop, but Loki did mention Krakatoa, and that is like currently the mutants island right now. So I don't know if that was intentionally put in there to put out
that.
But they did the same thing.
Krakoa was mentioned in this episode.
Yeah.
But it was like one of the disaster zones.
It was one of the disasters.
Yeah.
But
no, Falcon and Winter Soldier also brought in that Singapore knockoff.
Madripoor.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they did pass by the bar that Wolverine works at. So they're doing little Easters regarding mutants. So
is there any weight to this though? Do you think there's any weight? I mean,
I don't know.
It's canon now. It's one of those things where you can't leave that alone, I guess, right? You gotta, if anything, at least there's acknowledgement coming through from Marvel and Kevin Feige, and that we know that the X-Men are coming. The mutants are coming in one way or another.
They're coming,
because they said the same thing for Namor. When on not Infinity War, but
in Black Panther.
Endgame. It was Endgame.
I think it might have been Endgame. They mentioned
because
something.
it was one of the Dora Milaje had said that there was disturbance in the ocean floor. He said, don't worry about it. It'll take care of itself.
No. I'm sorry. I think Civil War, it goes back even further. In Civil War, there was some kind of map in the background that not just only showed like a location of Wakanda, but like a possible location of where Atlantis could be. So there's been drops. There's been drops in the MCU regarding Namor.
Was it Civil War or was Captain America Winter Soldier when they were all targeting like special people?
Yeah, I think it was that same map. Yeah, I think it's Winter Soldier. So yeah, it does go back further. So Namor's already been mentioned in the MCU, but but going back, I didn't know that they dropped Krakoa in this episode of Loki. I got to see it again.
Yeah.
Did you get that like that buddy cop vibe between?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm starting to really like Owen Wilson. I have a little feeling though that Owen Wilson's gonna die, and Mobius is gonna die, and Loki's gonna take over his job.
Which is something Loki may want to double think if he wants that, because he
wants to talk to the three lizards.
Well, but the thing is, there was the Mobius says like, "Oh, you might take over my job," like. And I got this feeling like it was a forewarning or foreshadowing that like he's going to take over. Mobius is going to die at the end of the series. That's just, it could be, something that I'm completely off radar on, but it just seemed like a little bit of a hint to what might happen at the end of the show.
Okay, so the Sacred Time Loki is dead. We're talking a variant right now that's from 2012.
12, yeah.
That's currently in action. And you're saying that this guy will not go back to his original timeline, and he will take over the TVA.
I feel like, I feel like Mobius will die. I mean, I don't know. That was just from that one line. I was like, is this trying to tell us Mobius is going to die? And Loki's going to take over his role.
All right. Okay. Let's put that on the board, and then let's see if that thing happens.
All right.
Go ahead and pin it on.
Yeah,
We'll put a pin in
I like
that
where it's going. So maybe we'll add on to it next week, where you might change your mind, and then now this is going to happen. We'll just chart the changes or non-changes per episode.
Okay, so let me go back to Lady Loki then. So towards the end, I mean, we see the whole buddy cop thing. I see it. I'm hoping that they do the buddy cop better than Falcon and Winter Soldier, even though I liked their chemistry also. So I'm digging the two back-to-back buddy cop type vibes with these two Marvel shows.
Are you
entertaining.
saying is it more like Murtaugh and Riggs, or is it like Eddie Murphy and the other guy,
Nick Nolte?
Nick Nolte, yeah.
I think it's more Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I
agree.
And I already like the chemistry between Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston.
How about Eddie Murphy and Judge Reinhold?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one from Beverly Hills Cop.
That's good. That's a good
one's a little bit more serious, and one's very mischievous.
The chemistry.
But now we get an idea as to what Lady Loki is doing. We know she's using 2050 in Alabama to actually hide. That's where the bombs are at, or the time reset bombs are, right? That's where she's left them.
She has, and she detonated them. So it caused this whole rift in the whole sacred timeline.
Not just detonated them, but she actually got them transferred somewhere to reset timelines in different timelines. Where were they sent? Why did she do this? What's going on? I like how there's so many answers or so many questions at the end of episode 2. It makes me want to know more. And knowing that there's only 4 episodes left, like, I feel like the pacing is good. Yeah,
it's a good pace.
Slightly boring at the beginning. I get it, but it's only because it was a little bit slower compared to the rest of the episode. But I do like the pacing of the show so far. It didn't make us wait too long before we saw Lady Loki. And
there was a post on IG. There was a post on IG that showed the places, because they had everything listed on their computer, right? Someone took a screenshot of that and then compared it to all the stuff that happened on the MCU, and then figured out that one of the dates is the time that Thanos had destroyed his planet. The other one is Nova Prime, or that got destroyed by Thanos. And then Ragnarok was one of them. So
that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
To all those disaster times that you should reset back. And maybe that's what that will happen.
Oh. Is that what she's doing? She's resetting the timeline like that so that Ragnarok doesn't happen, Nova Prime doesn't happen.
And Thanos is Titan.
Yeah,
Titan was never destroyed.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would be cool. I would like that. It allows us to see the Nova Corps again. So,
yeah. Plus, maybe go back to a current timeline instead of this 5-year gap between the first snap to the second snap.
Maybe it's resetting.
You just blew my mind. I don't even know what that means. But
no, yeah, where it's resetting it so that way we don't see the after effects of the original snap. The snap never happened. The original decimation never happened. But then, what does that mean for the MCU as a whole?
Yeah, that would make things a lot more convoluted, though.
Yeah,
so convoluted.
Yeah.
So now we see if that's what the thing is, then we see what needs to happen. Variant Loki needs to reset it so that those events actually do happen. That's his mission. That's his mission right there.
Told you, Loki is Loki.
And that would make it really difficult for him because he has to see Asgard get destroyed.
He has to die, and he has to die. We're not.
Well, like I said, he doesn't have to die. I think they're gonna somehow keep him around. I think
but it will play into Doctor Strange's universe of multiverse of madness.
Yeah,
maybe they have to close everything, every loophole.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next topic, real quick, Luke, that Thor 5 first appearance, Lady Loki. There's no debate on that, right? Because I've seen on some of the social medias, people are debating on her first appearance, right? That is like the true.
Yeah, 2008. Yeah.
Okay.
What volume is that one? Volume 4?
3, I think.
There you go, folks. Make sure you grab that book.
2008.
On a grading comic book scale, what are you guys going to give it? Eman?
I would go with 9. I'd probably stick with 9 too. I think it was on par with the very first episode as far as everything goes. Solid second episode. I like how we, the pacing is good. I like how we didn't have to wait so long for the evil Loki to kind of unfold or at least move into play what the plan is, even though we don't know what the plan is. It's just good to see that there was a plan and it was executed. I give it a 9.2.
Okay.
9.2.
Red?
9.6 for me. 9.6.
9.6.
I like the episode.
Luke?
7.5.
Ooh.
On a comic grading scale?
On a comic, yeah.
Wow, it dropped from last week.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Last week it was a perfect 9.8 too.
Yeah.
7.5. Ouch.
So that first half really dropped it for you, huh?
Man, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it
wrinkles in
did.
that one.
It did.
A lot of wrinkles, little
Wow.
color break, a lot of
Here's
color
why.
breaks.
Here's a pet peeve of mine with when they have like futuristic shows. When they go back into the past and they get to cosplay with like ancient people, like the Wonder Woman. Do you guys remember Wonder Woman did that in the movie? It's just so cheesy to me. It's like I hate that.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of cheesy,
scene, huh?
Speaking of cheesy, the Pompeii scene where he was like, "I'm the god of mischief." That was hilarious to me. I found that super fun and funny at the same time. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be here. I'm going to tell these people what's going to happen. They're about to die. I found that I was thoroughly entertained by the Pompeii scene, to be honest with you.
All right.
I chuckled.
Were you thoroughly entertained?
Yeah. It sounded like you said thoroughly, but
wow. It is Thor's Day. So
Quick with the puns.
Oh, you're convincing me now.
So I'm low key convincing you.
low key convincing him.
We need a drum sound.
Nice little entendres there.
Oh God!
Hey, we're getting better at this.
Would you say that was hella funny?
Oh,
That was a
Awesome.
to Eman's defense, Red, you reach a lot though. I mean, at least
Hey, you tell me I reach it. I tell Eman once how you reaches. Come on.
But I'm doing it on purpose. I know I'm reaching. I know it's terrible. That's the thing.
That's my job. Dick.
That's my job.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Ticker germ.
all right. Well, I'm
Ugly.
gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it a 9.8. I like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Mint.
Wow.
I would say that the first half it dragged a little bit, but that second half, I really liked the writing, the conversations.
Okay.
Okay, note to self. Interview writer for Loki. Let's go find her.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
go find
Not a
her.
bad idea.
I just
Who
like
wrote
how
that
Loki, it was like, as they were walking down the corridor, Loki would be jumping from side to side. There was a lot of good physical movement from Tom Hiddleston that really enhanced the Loki character in this episode.
What do you mean jumping from side to side?
So when they were walking down the corridor, right, and Mobius and Loki had just finished talking to the main judge, I believe, and he's just like he's trying to convince him. He's going side to side, like you want me on the team, and this is the reason why you want me, and he's kind of like Mobius is like, oh, dude, shut up, I liked that interaction. Like Loki was so extra, where Mobius is like, stop, like this is too much,
Right.
Again, going into the whole chemistry of those two.
Yeah.
Where Mobius is only the the third person in the whole MCU that we know that can nullify Loki. First is his mom, second is Thor, and now it's Mobius. Totally nullify all of his antics and be like, I see right through you. I almost believed you for a second.
I think all of TVA just kind of sees right through him, though. But
Yeah, but they'll still fall for his shit, just like Thor, and then his mom did.
Thor literally got stabbed in the back with Loki from Loki. So yeah,
Thor got turned into a frog.
Yeah. Well, that's comic. So
No,
all right,
that's
guys.
also canon. It's canon. I mentioned it in Ragnarok. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but
That's funny.
I'll take your word for it. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about Venom 200.
Yeah, the big book.
The final issue in Donny Cates' Venom run. He's gone through Donny Cates actually for 35 issues, not including the event books that he did. That's kind of a lot. He did The King in Black. He did Absolute Carnage. So that's roughly 45 issues total, right? If
45, 50 probably.
Yeah.
35 plus the 5 from Venom or King in Black plus
and then 5 from Absolute Carnage.
Oh yeah, 45. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
What are you guys' thoughts on that? Red, any opinions?
I didn't do my homework.
Of course.
All right, okay. You could do the you can make your quibs, little side jokes as we talk about.
I'm allowed to. All right, cool.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh no, you gave him free range. Damn it, AJ. Oh.
You may
asked
continue.
You asked for it. Damn it.
You may continue.
Luke, what were your thoughts on Venom 200 and Donny Cates' entire Venom run?
A great run. I mean, really great run. I love the father and son dynamic between Dylan and Eddie. Issue 200 was, it got a little confusing.
Yeah.
It did get a little confusing with Dylan walking with the symbiote dog and then Eddie talking to Peter in a cafe and Dylan and then Dylan kind of having his Peter Parker moment, and he has like this vision of him killing the bully, basically, like Peter Parker beat up the bully in high school, and then Dylan but then he didn't. He took the punch. But now Eddie can symbiote shapeshift like Dracula. I'm so confused.
I kind of got the vibe that he can be in multiple places at once, kind of like a multiple man type of thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I didn't
using
understand.
The symbiote.
I was like, oh, so he's mind meldings with a symbiote off planet or in like a different reality or a different multiverse.
What I got out of that is that he is the King in Black now. He has control of the Hive. He now is one with the Hive. So now he can have the Hive do whatever he wants, through his own bidding. But he's not out there being evil about it. Yeah. So he'll have one symbiote with the X-Men, another one with the Guardians of the Galaxy, another one with the Avengers. And he's like, it's a trip because it kind of reminds me of Dr. Manhattan, where he can be in multiple places at one time, where he's really there, but he's not. So I had that vibe right there too.
He had lunch with Peter and he was meeting with the Avengers at the same time.
Exactly. So it gave me that Dr. Manhattan vibe, but it also in a way makes sense. It makes sense because all the symbiotes, they haven't left. They're somewhere still technically on Earth, right? So he has control of them. But I do see the confusion, like how can be in so many places at once. Can I?
Hold on, Luke. Any other thoughts?
No, you can keep going on, Eman. It was, and then it kind of ended with him with like a let's ride off into the sunset together.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like, in a lot of ways, he did pass the reins to Dylan, but then he didn't, because they're just going to be like, well, Dylan is now gonna control the Venom symbiote, but Eddie it can control any symbiote.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Luke?
No, it was good. I hated that $10 price tag.
Yeah.
Every shop. I went to 13 shops today. Every single shop had every cover still on the shelf. So it just really said, that was a major miss by Marvel making that a $10 cover. They should have just made it a celebration. Don't make it a money grab. They should have just kept it a cover price.
And the paper quality of the cover was, it felt cheap.
It felt cheap, and it felt like maybe a $6.99 or a $7.99 cover, but it did not feel like a nice.
Is that their first non-diamond book out of the market? I guess out of the gate.
Nah, that one was still diamond. No.
So I ended up getting cover A. I got cover A of Venom 200, and $9.99 for this. However, I also this week ended up getting Ultra Mega #4. And this is a $7.99 book. I felt like the quality of paper with this book was way better than the Venom 200. Yeah. Way better. So
did you taste the paper like Dwight Schrute?
No, I didn't taste the paper like Dwight Schrute.
There's acidity to the paper.
In general, though, I've noticed that image quality, as far as their product, like the paper, is always better than the Marvel and DC.
Yeah, that's when you have one person in control of everything. It just goes to show you, instead of like 50 people trying to accomplish a goal. When you have one person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, man, you got
vision over everything.
Yeah. E-Man, you got the floor on Venom 200.
Donny Cates had a decent run, from the very beginning. Like the first 5 or 6 issues were really good. It had a really good setup. You're getting into the arcs. Then you're getting to the Dylan arc, right? I wasn't mad at that at all. He found out that he had a son. At first, he thought he was a brother, and right away he knew he had a connection. But it was a connection of, if you're my blood, I need to protect you from this man who is my father, because he didn't treat me good. And I see that he's not treating you good.
Right.
And that enhanced even more when he found out that Dylan wasn't his brother. That was his son. Eddie Brock turned into a father immediately, which is what I like, is that there was a fatherly instinct. And he could have been like a deadbeat dad and be like, deuces, like, I had nothing to do with you. No, he took responsibility, which I liked. All right. Yeah. Venom Island was a little cheesy. It was a little over the top. Even like the War of the Realms arc, it was kind of like protect Dylan. It was a whole lot of protecting of the Dylan. Overall, I thought Donny Cates did an okay job with Venom. He definitely, still kept my interest. I wanted to keep seeing what was going to happen. Waiting 2 years for Noel, and then him coming. I felt like Noel did exactly what he needed to do, and I felt like that hit hard. It really did. But the writing wasn't always good. Art was great, art with both Stegman and with Ivan Coelho. Like, they both did great. But overall, the writing, I thought it was okay. Venom 200, I was hoping that he would stick the landing. You know what? If we're going Olympic grading here, I would probably give this, a 9.0, 8.8. It didn't do exactly what it needed to do. But it definitely sets it up for Al Ewing to come in and say, all right, these are the doors that are open. Your turn. Because he left it open for the maker, right? So we saw that the one thing that he didn't accomplish was he didn't, finish off the evil Reed Richards. Now he's in charge of all of the Hive, but he can't be in charge of Venom. So now we have Dylan. He got shot by the pumpkin dude, and the symbiote went ahead and protected Dylan. So now Dylan and Eddie together with the symbiote are now considered Venom as one. I kind of like that idea, because now we're talking about how Dylan has the the strength and the youth with Eddie's experience and all three of them working together. I think moving forward, a three character combination to make up a newer Venom for a newer generation, I think could be good. He didn't stick the landing, but it was also not a terrible read. Right. So I would say that this book was good, not great, still, good enough to read. And it didn't satisfy everything, but it definitely did not leave a bad taste.
Okay.
One more thing. One more thing. Hold on. One more thing. However, I found it quite comedic. If anyone's following crossover, towards the end, where Eddie was like, well, aren't you going to get rid of the chains? Because I guess he's got these chains now on around his arm, right? Yeah. It's like part of his thing. And Dylan's like, no, I kind of like the chains, right? And then you see the new Venom, riding off into the sunset. Instead of webs, it's chains. I like how that's a nod to Todd McFarlane, where in the very first issue of crossover, there's this long monologue of, what a superhero should be, yada, yada, yada. And then underneath that quote, Donny Cates inserted a Todd McFarlane quote. Simply put, kids love chains, which was the name of the first arc in crossover. So I like how there was like that connecting thing right there with crossover and Venom. So just wanted to just throw that out. I thought it was a nice little hey, by the way, to all you crossover readers.
What about you, Red? Well, you were going to say something?
Take it back.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Wow.
And that's the show, everyone. Thanks for showing up.
Classic Red right there.
Classic.
What about you, AJ? What did you think of
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you. I think it was a decent run. First arc was great. It was fucking amazing. Oh, Red's back.
We were laughing at you, dude.
Someone kicked me out.
No one kicked you out.
I don't think so.
No one kicked you out.
No one kicked you out.
What were you going to pick you back on, Brad?
Yeah. What am I thinking back? Oh, yeah. You're going back on your deadbeat dad comment. Happy Father's Day.
Okay, happy Father's Day. All right.
Thank you.
All of that for Happy Father's Day.
I got to laugh at it this time.
I love it.
I don't know if I should say thank you or fuck you, Red.
Compliment.
But you thought about me, so okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not a deadbeat dad. By the way, I take care of all 29 of my children. Okay, you guys, just watch
including sock babies.
All right. Okay. I'm going to give my thoughts on Venom. Like I said, I think it was a decent run. That first arc was amazing. Then it slowly got, I don't want to say worse, but it did get progressively worse, I thought, in my opinion. I was completely out once that Venom Island arc started. I'm like, okay, it didn't entertain me.
14 to 25 were rough.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
No. What sucks is by 24 or 25, once we started seeing, what was his name? The lizard. Virus. Yeah.
Virus and Codex.
When Virus and Codex came around, don't tell me you guys were getting excited. And
I was, and then I don't know.
And then it was Scorpion, and then I was like, "Come fuck!" Like seriously, it's just Scorpion.
Yeah,
I liked Virus more than Scorpion.
Yeah, exactly. And then I like Codex. I want to know what's going to happen with Codex. I want to know what's going to happen with Codex and Eddie has a wife in another world who still kind of loves him. So that there's hope with that right there too, but how is this going to turn into the whole, Dylan Venom codex thing now, right? Could there be a
Totally.
battle later on?
I don't even know if they're going to come back to that. But yeah, anyways, Absolute Carnage was okay. And then King in Black, I thought it was a decent, storyline. But yeah, like you said, Luke, 14 to 25 started to really go downhill. It was still a decent read, but those first, up to 13 was really great. I was surprised that I thought for some reason, I'm like, where was Sleeper been the whole time? The little cat symbiote, like throughout all the King in Black, there was no Sleeper at all. So that was kind of crazy that the cat is back, and now he's just like a lazy ass cat now.
He was, I think. I want to say that he was in some of the side issues. I've seen him during the King in Black.
Maybe the side issues, but I was only reading the main title. So
I don't think he was in Venom and King in Black, but he was like in the side. I want to say that he might have been in Venom and versus Carnage.
Okay.
I think. So which Venom versus Carnage was not bad. That was actually one of the gooder. I was gonna say gooder. What
were you gonna say, Red?
They wanted the cat to be like a Where's Waldo kind of character, right? Is that what's happening here? If you're trying to look for the cat in each book.
No, it was like they made it seem like the Sleeper was going to be like a prominent, strong character, and then all of a sudden they stopped using him. At least in the main Venom and King in Black story.
Okay, that's something we should ask Donny Cates. Let's get him on the horn.
There you go.
Let's do it.
You're in charge of getting our talent there, Red. So go ahead
All
and
right.
get Mr. Cates on the line.
Yeah.
We'll get our people to call his people.
You are our people. You're supposed to call his people.
One other thing that I did notice also was that I don't understand how Eddie Brock aged. Like how did he age like 40 plus years?
Yeah, Old Man Eddie. We need to find what is the first appearance of Old Man Eddie.
I want to say, because what I got out of it was because he was in the hive so long, repairing things, saving people in other worlds, handling diplomatic affairs elsewhere, because he was in so many places at one time, even though it was only his mind that was there. His body took a physical toll on Earth because it was in so many different places. It aged his body.
I kind of thought that too. I kind of thought that too, but I guess we're supposed to just assume that,
Take it at face value.
Yeah. I do have a question though. So the next Venom run by Al Ewing, is it going to be Eddie Brock, or is it going to be Dylan Brock?
Well, both. Yeah, they're going to team. It's a team.
Are they?
That was the last page of 200 was them saying, "Let's do this together."
But who's going to be wearing the symbiote?
It seems like it's going to be Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan is in control of Venom, but Eddie can call on Venom when he wants. Because all the symbiotes are free now. So really, the symbiote, but Venom said he's going to be hang out with Eddie or Dylan now. But I mean, all the symbiotes are free. They have no. They're not slaves anymore. So
yeah, that was another crazy part where that fast food restaurant teenage kid was a symbiote.
Yeah. They made it just seem, like I said earlier, it made it seem like not all of the symbiotes were there; they were left there. But that whole thing happened too fast.
Yeah,
it felt like
maybe
the
they'll
whole
explain
TVA
that
thing too fast, right?
Yeah, maybe they'll explain that a little bit more. But
yeah,
I don't know. Are you guys gonna pick up the next Venom run?
What is it? Yeah, definitely, absolutely. It's starting over at 200. Absolutely. It's exciting. Venom restarting. I mean, it's Al Ewing and what's the name?
It's Rom V and Al Ewing are taking over Venom.
It's very exciting. I'm totally stoked for the next run. I love Al Ewing. I love Al Ewing stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I like him just as much as Donny Cates, actually. I mean,
So it looks like we're going to get a first glimpse of this in Spider-Man Venom 2021 #1 on the Free Comic Book Day comic coming out on August 14th. So let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. I have, I'm going to dip my foot in the water here and just say, all right, I'll keep an eye out and see how it. Maybe I'll get the first issue. If it doesn't grab my attention right away, then
you're out.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll stick with the first 3 issues like I normally do. I'll stick with the first 3 issues.
Stick with the first 5. Stick with the first 5. That's where the first appearances come in.
Yeah, first arc.
You're gonna stop at issue 3, and then that first appearance issue's got to be 4 or 5. And
you know what? We're gonna get into it in our comic book haul. You're right. That is a lesson that I do need to learn right there, because I should stick with the first arc.
It's $4. Just
here's the way I look at it. If you read the first 3 and you're out, right? It's easier to resell. Like if you don't want the books anymore, it's almost like you might as well finish the arc to see if you might like it, and then if not, then you can at least sell the arc.
Yeah, you're right.
And Venom, always, you can resell it for what you paid for it, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Even if it sucks, it will always sell for cover easily. Like you don't have to schlep it. But you have a really good shot at getting, double, triple, quadruple cover price. So,
okay, all right, I'll hold on to it. I'll see what happens with the next. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, and then
it is Rom V working with Al Ewing. Rom V's been doing nothing but great things right now. Like the stuff that I'm actually reading, I'm actually reading Swamp Thing and Layla Starr, and like those 2 books were great. And then I hear he's got other books that people love, and I think he's doing not Catwoman. Yeah, he's doing Catwoman, which all the, so a lot of the DC nerds that I know, they're like, yeah, dude, he's doing a great job with Catwoman. So, Rom V.
Yeah, I will. Venom, I'll probably pick it up too.
I love it.
At least the first arc, and we'll see where it goes. Red, you think you'll pick up Venom?
Master has given Venom a sock. Venom is a free symbiote. Venom is free.
Dobby.
Hey, I'm watching Harry Potter. I understood that reference.
That's a Harry Potter reference?
I understood that reference.
Dobby. Master gave Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Dobby's free.
Literally saw that last night.
To answer your question, yes, I will pick it up.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, boy.
Finally, you're jumping up and getting some Moderns read.
Let's move on to our very last topic, our pickups of the week, reads of the week. Luke, anything of significance you want to show us?
Yeah, I had a fun day out buying. Of course, I showed that Thor #5. I still sitting on the shelves are these Department of Truth #1s.
Wow, you're still finding them?
What?
This is the fourth print.
Oh, the fourth. Okay.
But as you know, these later printings, they blow the fuck up.
Ooh, like that firework right there.
What else did I pick up? Ooh, look what I found. I found this spicy book today. A nice little Secret Wars.
Oh, nice.
Just chilling in the case for a really good deal. I was like, I'm buying that.
I like how he just threw it. Just chilling.
Ooh, and you know what, you guys? This is a good book to get right now. Web of Spider-Man #1. There's a Disney version.
Oh, you got that one. We were looking for that one, Luke. You remember we were on a group text. Hey,
I know. And I went to a shop today and they freaking had it.
What'd you get that for?
Oh, that's the one that has the Disneyland logo on there.
Yeah, California Adventure.
Okay.
Did you pay cover for that? Tell me.
No, not cover.
Okay,
they had it overcharged, but I was like, it's Disney. It's going to go up. So I got that. I got, what other fun books? Oh, you know what, you guys? If there's one thing I can say, any books to get right now, it's these 1990s collector's editions. The Black Superheroes, Icon, Blood Syndicate, Hardware, and Static Shock. These are going to be big money. They had pretty big pit runs, but grab these.
Aren't they doing some kind of crossover event with like a major superhero and one of them? Like I thought I saw something recently where it was like Batman with Hardwire or
that'd be cool. I didn't see that.
Something.
But...
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I'll double check. I'll verify. Don't quote me on that. But
and God, my last one, even though this came out a while ago, Stray Dogs.
Oh
yes,
found that today. Stray Dogs #1.
Yes,
that was exciting.
Dude, that's such a good read. I can't wait for it to finish.
I can't believe I found that #1. I was like, all right.
Is it a miniseries or is it ongoing?
Miniseries so far. It's supposed to, issue 5 is supposed to either end the arc or end the series. I know issue 5 is the last book in one of those.
If it's a big hit, which it seems like it is, they'll probably do another arc and then see how it goes from there.
Like the
I would say that issue 5 will not be the last.
What's dope are the horror movie poster homages that they released too. Like I've been collecting those. Those are dope.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah,
those are really great.
Yes. Reg, you got anything for this week?
Oh yeah, my shipment came in from RKFA Comics. And
nice.
Look, Bunny
Whoa!
Mask.
Wait a minute.
Here.
What is that?
Oh, nice. Bunny Mask.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Bunny Mask right here.
Tell me more. What is that? Red? What?
That is really exciting.
This is the Chin Potter exclusive straight out of RKFA.
Yeah, RKFA
Comics.
baby.
Whoa!
And they're
wait
still
a minute.
available on the stores. You better go pick up a copy.
Yeah.
Whoa! Wait a minute. How
They are
limited
set.
are these? These look like a limited run. Red, tell me more.
75.
This is not a paid promotion, by the way. No one's getting paid to say this. Nobody's getting paid to say what we're about to say.
We are getting paid. We're getting paid in friendship.
Wow, that
nice.
That is. Hey, go back. Wait. I saw the 1 in 15 cover that you just put away too. Is that
right? Yeah, this came with a package too.
No way.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Weeks there.
Wow.
Nice.
Thanks to Mr. Weeks. Also,
Absolutely.
I got hooked up from our buddy Lawrence. He finally hooked me up with a Rose Besh.
Ooh.
Oh, you got one?
I got one.
Sure.
I got one of those.
Damn,
Damn,
Lawrence, man.
she's a good-looking woman. But
okay.
also,
hold on. Okay.
Here, these other Rose Besh.
So, not gonna lie, the silk totally reminds me of Nezuko.
Yes.
She totally reminds me of Nezuko. Now I can say that now that I'm on board with the whole Demon Slayer thing.
Which one is
I feel like I'm cool.
Oh, the one the Silk 2.
Silk 2,
about, right?
yeah.
Silk 2, that one.
Yeah, she reminds me of Nezuko.
It's the hair.
It's the hair.
Yeah.
It's the hair. And then you got Miles Morales right there, another Rose Besh.
Dude,
And-
nice.
And then
Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen.
Nice. Loving her work.
Hey, isn't there like big talks about Spider-Gwen number 34, where that's the only issue that she is referred to as Spider-Gwen? Throughout her runs, she was either Ghost Spider or Spider-Woman. That was the only issue where she refers to herself as Spider-Gwen, and that's when she comes into 616. Yeah, it was the radioactive Spider-Gwen series number 34, the final book of that run.
That's volume.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
volume 2.
Is that going to be a key? I mean, everything's a key.
It's a name.
So.
It's a name.
It's a name drop. Like she's going by Gwenum now because, well, she is.
Oh, because she's got the symbiote.
But it's a man-made symbiote from her world. It's not part of the hive. So she's not like Venom. She's a completely different type of symbiote.
Right,
it was a pretty good story. I like the Spider-Gwen stuff before Ghost Spider.
All right, Eman, what did you pick up this week?
Yeah, for sure.
This week says, all right, Layla Star number 3. I ended up getting the foil and the 1 per store. Save Yourself number 1 from Boombox. That's a new younger younger generation or younger aged story, which I actually dug. Like I read it yesterday. It was really cool. It's basically following this girl, this everyday girl who runs into pretty much a superhero team. And in this world, they idolize these 3 superheroes, 3 females. They're these pop stars and social media stars, but they're also superheroes. But then this regular girl ends up finding a dirty secret about them. And it's like, ooh, this is not good. So I was really digging it. So I really like Save Yourself #1. Actually, I'll even say it's probably one of my favorite reads of the week. Top 5, definitely. But then again, I'm also thinking of, will Eris like this too? So I'm also thinking like that. Like, I think you should like it. Berserker #3, I ended up getting both of the foil covers just to get them. Venom 200, 7 Secrets. AJ, our book.
Yeah, it was my read of the week. I'll go into more of it when I speak on it.
Stillwater #8, that was okay. Demon Days Mariko, I liked it. I liked that book. That one was really cool. Radiant Black #5. Luke, I need you to hook me up with Radiant Black #7s. That's all I'm going to say. Ultra Mega #4. This ends the arc. A lot of people who've read Ultra Mega loved it. They loved the crazy weirdness out of it. And I get it. Not my favorite read. It was really weird. I stuck with it, but it's not one of my favorite reads. I don't know. Maybe I got to get a different mindset. Project Patreon #3. This is a crazy book right here. We end up finding what happens to one of the pilots who died. So what happens is in this book is that this character, the Patreon, was fighting a monster about 30 years ago, and he died, a la the death of Superman. Well, the government was like, you know what? It's not a good idea for the people to believe that he's dead. So they actually end up creating a robotic version of the Patron, and they have these pilots piloting the Patron. So anytime there's any kind of trouble, they send this drone out. Well, one of the pilots ends up dying in the capsule that they use to control the Patron, and so it's pretty much a murder mystery now. Like, we're just trying to figure out what's going on, who killed him, how did he die. So it was pretty cool. It wasn't bad.
All right.
And I want to say that's it for my picks of the week. There's a couple of books I didn't get. Silver Coin and Silver City. Those will be added though, and Batman Fortnite #5 will be added. Just my LCS didn't have it at the time.
All right, cool. I also picked up 7 Secrets issue 9. You know what? I feel as though Eman's little crew they're not as bad as what initially we all thought.
Okay. Leave it at that. Don't. I hate Eman. I don't like Eman and his.
Dude, I like Eman.
I don't like the bad guys. I know we're the C-list villains, but he's the villainous villain of that.
I'm really starting to like Eman. I just feel there's more depth to his personality. He's not this like we want to conquer the world type of thing. Yeah, it's more of like as the story progresses, the crew that. Man, good taste.
Our boy G's here.
What's
5
up, G?
G's up. 5 G's up in here.
5G.
What's up, G? Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
What color underwear are you wearing?
Why? I'm gonna just keep talking. So Casper and Eve, their little crew. It's kind of weird because now you get to see that they're holding these secrets and they feel that these secrets are here to protect the world. But it almost seems as though Eman's group is like, we need to reveal these secrets for the world.
And I see that now because you're right. After the first secret was revealed, it didn't seem like that was a secret that was supposed to protect us. Matter of fact, that thing was the complete opposite.
Yeah. But Eman was pissed that it got revealed. Though. He was like, like, you guys need to listen to me, but you know they didn't.
Like he knew, and you're right. It doesn't seem like Eman isn't as bad of a bad guy as we think.
Yeah,
but he also seems a lot more like a Lex Luthor type, where he's evil and has good intentions, but for evil purposes, right? You know, I mean, it feels
it was still undecided for me.
Okay, gotcha.
And then there was a big reveal at the end. We won't reveal that.
Shh, I haven't read it yet. I know nothing.
Oh, you haven't read it?
Okay.
I
haven't read it yet.
All right.
So I was
say
like,
any more then. Okay, all right.
I'm looking forward like that. So just to let you know, like I have a reading order, and I typically read like the first books where I feel like, okay, this may not be as good, but then I save the book that I'm really like I really want to read for the end. Like I always leave like my favorite books at the very end, and that's one of the last books I have left to read in my haul, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Okay. All right. Venom 200. We've already discussed Venom 200. Berserker 3. Story's okay. I'm gonna keep reading it just because I've gone this far and it's entertaining enough.
There's 2 more books left.
No, I think it's a 9 or 12. Yeah, 12 issue series. I'm not buying I wanted to pick up the foil, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the regular cover. I'm buying it for the read at this point.
Yeah. After today, I'm only gonna get cover A's.
Yeah. Many Deaths of Layla Star 3. I thought the raid was okay. I don't know. Have you read it yet, Eman?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't like a cigarette. Like, for those who are not reading it, this issue was about essentially the cigarette was kind of like narrating the story, and I was like, that's a little odd. It was very different than the last 2 issues, and I was thrown off by that. I'm hoping that the next few issues are going to be more like the first 2, because I liked the first 2, and this one was a bit of a disappointment for me personally. I don't think anyone's reading this, but from Blaze Comics, I picked up Captain Harlock. I guess it's based off of. Yeah, I think it's based off of an anime.
Yeah,
it's a decent read. I'll probably pick up the arc, and then decide whether or not I want to keep reading it.
There was a couple of animes based off of that. Captain Harlock was on Netflix not a few years back.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. But then it's also based on an even older anime. Shit. And it was that one was a great anime. It was like a space pirate. Harlock Saga, Gun Frontier, Endless Odyssey. Those are all part of that right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's old school. Like it goes back.
Yeah. Nightwing 81. That was if you're not picking up the current Nightwing run by Tom Taylor, you guys are missing out. It's a really good read. I liked the little reveal on that. There's on that issue. If you're not reading it, then I won't spoil it for you, but there was a bit of a reveal at the end.
If you're not reading yet, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but yet like this whole episode was nothing but spoilers. So, okay, I get it.
Well, I mean, at least for comics, I want you guys to read it, because then if I reveal it, then you're not gonna read it, right?
Yeah, reading is fundamental.
All right, I do want to go back and start. I do want to go back and read the Tom Taylor run of Nightwing. So I'll probably
starts on issue 78. We're on 81 right now. 81's already going to second print, so. If you haven't been able to get it at your shop, just know that 81's on second print. Last but not least, I picked up the Usagi Yojimbo issue 20. It's kind of a hot book right now. First appearance in that book. So if you can find that, go ahead and grab it. And I haven't been able to read it yet, so I don't really know what it's all about.
Are you reading the series?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I picked up because I knew it was a hot book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
which one was Usagi? What?
Yosagi Yojimbo issue 20.
It's first appearance of the lady rabbit, the girl rabbit. I think was.
I don't think it's a girl rabbit though. It's a first appearance of a character, but
it's a female character.
It is.
I assume it's the girl rabbit.
Man, all I have to say is I don't care about any of these. later issues of Usagi Yojimbo, and I'm rocking this right here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
nice.
that's just a flex right there.
Flexing.
I know
Albino.
nothing about this rabbit. I'm gonna tell you now.
Wait.
I know nothing
You
about.
never heard of Usagi Yojimbo?
I mean, over the last few years, I've heard
Yeah,
and I've
you've
seen, but I don't know anything
Stan
about
Sakai?
Samurai Rabbit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I don't have any knowledge on the lore of Usagi Yojimbo myself.
Well, it's old feudal Japan, but with rabbits.
Yeah, he's just he's a rat samurai, and he joins with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there's crossovers, and it's awesome.
Oh, really?
You should
Yeah,
you should talk to Stan. He's a pretty good, cool guy at the convention. He'll talk your ear off. Plus, his wife is lovely.
Oh, you think samurais are your ally?
This book and Netflix movie is in the works right now. All right, series. Sorry,
I think it's a series. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's why I heard about this book. Is because I heard about that and a lot of people jumping on and
That's probably going to be
Loving that.
like a $25,000 book in the next when that comes out.
Right.
They only make 2,000 copies.
man.
Hey, that's going to be a 25,000. That's going to be a
gallows
$1,000 book.
man.
But yeah, if you can pick up that issue 20, it is a first appearance, so pick that up if you can. Other than that, nothing else. Anything else you guys want to bring up? Oh, we are going to do an episode on Monday, right? Because we're going to do a reveal, correct?
I'm not
Oh,
taking off
yeah.
my clothes.
Wait, we are? Are we gonna? Is this official? I
Yeah.
don't know nothing about it yet. So do we have? Because I know. Okay.
We could do the reveal on Monday, right, Luke?
It's actually until after FOC, so I think it has to be. Actually, I think Monday night would work.
You let us know. We do plan on doing another early episode next week. We plan on it. We don't know for sure, but we've got a reveal that we want to show our listeners, our viewers, actually, not our listeners. I mean,
Well,
we're watching
both.
it on YouTube. Yeah, but we
So
can't
listeners-
show it. Yeah,
You
we
listeners
can't-
should watch this too.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is gonna happen? Are we really gonna be able to do this? This is
Yeah. So Luke
I
will
get
give
to
us
show
the
the goods.
Yes.
Yeah, Luke will give us the details on when we can do a little reveal, and
Absolutely.
we've got an announcement next week. We're very excited to share this announcement with you guys.
You gotta talk to our guy first. Let me get him to do a promo too.
Our guy can't speak English. He's denied going on the show like twice already.
Just doing a promo. I told him just record a video of himself and audio, and then we'll work it into the show.
Okay.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, all
Yeah.
he needs to do is say hi.
read.
This is State My Name, and you're listening to the C-List Villains podcast.
Yeah, he said he
Co-creators
agreed. Yeah,
of
he
comic
agreed with that.
culture.
Okay, that's cool then. Yeah, let's get that in there.
Love it.
But
Love
we
it.
will do a reveal next week. We're very excited about that.
Oh my
Okay.
God, this is gonna happen, dude!
Woo,
I'm
my nipples
so
are hard.
excited. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Red, what shirt are you wearing?
This is the Dragon Ball shirt.
Oh, the same one. Okay.
Same one from last week.
Yep, it's washed.
I did.
Okay. You don't need to convince us, Red. Okay.
I don't rewear shirts.
You're 42, man. We get it.
Speaking from the guy who's the oldest out of this group.
I'm representing myself though, Red. Like,
I lost that shirt.
No, you lost it. No, not the
It's somewhere in
Pismo
there.
shirt. Not the Pismo shirt.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, make sure you follow us on all our IGs. Make sure you go to rkfacomics.com, pick up some books on Luke's website, or go to his live sales on Facebook.
Wait a minute. I completely forgot. Wait. I too got the RKFA Bunny Mask exclusive. I went ahead and even framed my trade,
Oh
and I
my
have my
God, that is
Virgin and my
gorgeous.
sketch upstairs nicely safe in my safe.
That is
Nice.
gorgeous.
So, you guys out there, like you said, AJ, go ahead and finish off. What were you gonna say?
rkfacomics.com. Almost sold out, guys. That book is going to be, it's a great cover, and it'll be a great
that's gorgeous.
piece for your collection, guys.
And Chin Potter's gonna be hot.
Seriously.
Chin Potter is
Mhm.
gonna be hot.
Hot's gonna, yeah. Chin
Yeah,
Potter's gonna
Chin.
blow up, you guys. You guys watch.
Chin.
And Luke got him. Luke of the C-List Villains podcast got him. Bam!
Yeah,
You guys
Chin's
need to
the
jump
man.
on this before they sell out. And then now they're on eBay for $250 a set.
Yeah. Chin is
That's
the man.
right. Someone's already
Yeah, we
flipping
did see
them.
that. Yeah.
Flippers. Hey, you
I
know,
loved it. I was like, who did this? Wait a minute.
people,
Who did this?
people just need to
Don't
make their
you
money.
lie.
People need to make their money too. You know what I mean? People need to make their
man.
I
money.
gotta hustle too. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect
Yeah,
it.
it's like,
gotta-
yeah, as long as
gotta
they-
respect
as long
the
as
hustle.
they don't know
Yeah.
the source. Yeah, they can sell at that price.
Yeah.
Gotta respect the hustle.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, thanks for tuning in, and
Happy
we will
Father's
see you.
Day. Happy
Happy
Father's Day.
Father's
everybody.
That's
Day.
right.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all the
you
dads
two.
out there.
I got
And happy
4 I
Father's Day,
know
Luke.
of and more I don't know.
Whoa! All right, all right. See, that's an after-hours podcast that Luke needs to
Patreon.
toss
For the
out there.
Patreon. Yeah.
Poetry hour. Poetry hour.
Luke's poetry hour. Yeah, yeah.
You gotta be. If there's ladies watching though, be careful. You
It's the Luke Claw Poetry Hour.
All right, guys.
Watch, don't let Mrs. Weeks watch this episode.
So you did what? Who?
she would laugh. She would just laugh at it.
She's like, whatever, nerd. Okay. Just, yeah, sure.
Ouch.
She's like, I know who wears the pants in this relationship.
I know. I'm there with you, Luke. I feel it.
All right, guys.
You know, I'm the one who packs your packages, son.
End the show. End the show.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, we'll see you guys next week. See you guys. Oh wait, I gotta stop it, don't I?